Good morning, everybody. I'm Knives on Mars. Today is January 10th, 2025, and today I would like to showcase the DRocket Designs Lum Leaf Folder. This knife is an homage to Bob Lum, who created the Lum Leaf Folder, which I am also an owner of. And when I saw this knife, I just, it's like any other knife. You hear me say it a lot. I just knew I had to have it. I sat on it for quite a while. When this knife was first showcased, I believe that it was showcased at around $350 to $375. I can't quite remember the exact dollar amount, but that's a big chunk of change that you don't just find lying around in your couch cushion. So I sat on it for a little while. I probably watched the knife for a year, maybe a year and a half, just to kind of see what was happening with it. Just watch the specs on it, see if the price goes up or down. And wouldn't you know, time goes by. I get onto DRocket's website, and I see it for $125, marked down on a flash sale. Couldn't believe my eyes. Naturally, I purchased it immediately. It gets sent to me. All good, right? Everything's great. I get the knife. I open it up. I'm excited. It looks fresh. It's got just an absolute stunningly well-rounded profile to it, but it had a fatal flaw. The blade play in this knife, when I received it, was just beyond spec tolerances. And being that I run a new YouTube channel showcasing knives that I think are of the highest quality, and it not necessarily meeting the quality standards that I expected, I politely reached out to Mr. DRocket over at DRocket Knives and explained to him my situation. After I explained to him in an email, he got back to me promptly and was apologetic for the lack of quality oversight. And what does he do? He takes and he sends me not only a brand new one as a replacement, he tells me to keep this one. He sends me this one, which is absolutely flawless. No issues whatsoever. Different colorway, different blade finish. This is stone washed. This one's a little bit more polished. Obviously, the grade 5 titanium is different. You can see there's yellows in this one's, greens in this one's. This one's gray, stone washed, tumbled, what have you. This one's black. Not only does he send me this knife as a replacement, he tells me to keep this one, to tool around with it, take it apart, figure out what I think the issue might be, and then give him some information if I find anything wrong with the knife. Now, I haven't gotten to taking this this knife apart yet, but I will get there. I'm just waiting on the proper tooling. Got a lemon, sends me this one as the bounce back knife, tells me to keep this one. And what does the man do? On top of all of that, he sends me this. In the email, I had told him that I'm an up-and-coming content creator and I like to showcase my favorite knives. He asked me what my favorite color is. I tell him my favorite color. He likely takes into account that my moniker is Knives on Mars. And from what I understand, maybe there are people out there that understand or have a better history of his company than I do. He custom Cerakotes a green for me, unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's almost like green and gold. It's hard to pick up. I mean, if there is gold in it, it's suspect and it's very, very faint, but it just catches some minor gold hue in some way, shape, or form. But moreover, the damn thing is green. And he does a custom Cerakote finish for me. I looked through his website. I poured through other Katana X's that he's made. I've never seen this color. If anybody out there knows, let me know. But from what I understand, it's a custom Cerakote color after he asked me what my favorite colors were. So I buy this one. It has some inherent flaws. It's got some considerable blade play and just doesn't feel like the sturdy thing that you want to have in your hand if you're doing any driving cuts or what have you. I digress. Tells me to keep this. Sends me this one as a replacement, which I actually happen to like better than this one. Not only because it's more sturdy and perfect out the box, but I actually like the colorway more the more I handle it. On top of that, he goes out of his way, takes one of his Katana X's, makes a custom Cerakote for me, and sends it to me free of charge. I mean, what kind of better customer service can you possibly ask for? I wasn't reaching out to him to ask for free knives. I wasn't reaching out to him to complain or anything of that nature. I just said, hey, dude, this knife right here kind of has some flaws to it. And I was fully anticipating him saying, hey, no issues, send the knife back to me, I'll tool on it and I'll get it sent back to you, I'll cover the shipping cost, whatever, small business. When you take into consideration that the baseline of this knife is aside from the sale, it started off as, let's say, I don't have it up in front of me, but $350, $375, $375, $375. And again, you can look at the prices on these. The man sends me like $700 worth of knives as, just out of the goodness of his own business ethic. This Katana X is just a ripper. It's awesome. I'm not going to go deep into this Katana X because I'd like to save it for another long format video. But I'm just really impressed with the man's overall customer service and integrity. There's been some talk and some speculation about this, that, or the other that I have read about the nature of his company in the past. And I'm here to just kind of square things up and tell you, hey, the knives are freaking incredible. They look amazing. DRocket has an absolute eye for the feng shui of a knife. The balance is there. The look is there. This is an homage to Bob Lum's original Lum Leaf folder, which was done in cooperation with Spyderco, which I also happen to own. And the reason why I got it in this colorway is because I thought it would be awesome to have the original Bob Lum and then the homage to Bob Lum. But just so you can see, here's a size reference to the different knives, although the same animal, different zoo, I guess you could say. The knife is awesome. It's really well done. Big shout out to Daryl Caston at DRocket Knives for just being a quality dude. He's like, hey, I understand you have an issue. Let me get this squared up for you. And he goes above and beyond the call of duty to rectify the situation and make another happy customer. So if you've heard any whispers in the wind about this, that, or the other thing, I'm just here to let you know to deal with this man and his company with confidence. I'm not here to tell you that this is how he's going to rectify situations in the future should this come up again for other folks. But for me, maybe I got the luck of the draw. Maybe he liked the cut of my jib. I have no idea. But the man went well above and beyond what was expected. And just really is now, it just makes his knife company stand out more to me. And I do intend to purchase more knives in the future from his company. So big shout out to you, dude. You deserve it. Awesome way to settle, something that other people might not, not other knife companies might not be able to handle in such a good fashion. But I digress. This knife is made of S90V, so you're not only getting awesome grade 5 titanium scales, you're getting fat carbon inlays, rides on bearings. You're also getting a really high quality steel of S90V. You can see DRocket Designs' cool little logo on the side there. I love that. It's awesome. This one's in the stone washed finish. Again, it's got a blade length of 3 inches, cutting edge of a little bit more than 2 3/4 inches. When it's closed, it's about 3.5 inches. It's got a leaf-shaped blade, and this one is a flat grind in stone wash finish, again with the green fat carbon. It's got bolstered titanium handles, and it also touts a bolster lock as well. Now, although this knife does have some blade play that I intend to fix, the lockup is just absolutely there. You can see that it slides exactly how you'd like it to underneath the crux of the blade there. 2.47 ounces, DRocket Designs, Daryl cast on, made in the United States of America. You can still find these knives. I'm not sure you can find them at that price, but you can definitely still find these knives on the secondary market. Just good luck finding them at the price that I found them at. There's one, whoop, there's one, there's two, there's three. For a size reference, this is the PM2, and my new awesome custom katana. I'm Knives on Mars. I hope you like the content. Feel free to shoot me a line. I'm pretty good about getting back to people, shooting the breeze with them. Like, share, subscribe. I've seen a significant increase in my followers and my video plays, so I just like to take the time to thank everybody that actually sits around and watches my videos. So appreciate you guys. Happy New Year's. Hope the best for all of you, and big shout out to DRocket Designs. Deal with confidence. Take care, everybody.